Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back to the Talk Podcast. So, today I am sharing a short clip that I found on TikTok, and it is quite interesting. They are talking about red flags, or at least they're trying to talk about it until someone decided to go down the road of avoiding accountability and just sugarcoating things, right? And to me, it is so dangerous when someone is really coming to you, even though the language they choose is like in a joking way because maybe they're nervous and they're trying to cover up that this is actually something that is bothering them, or it's difficult. They want to know the truth, but you instead, you want to make them feel good, but that is not helpful. Anyways, let's start the clip.
I want to know how a can spend all this money on you, the skin off you, then ghost you.
Ooh.
Oh no, he can't ghost me. I need my skin back.
That's what I'm saying.
Did you see the red flags and did you pretend like they were not there?
Talk about it.
Jesus.
But hold on though, because
Let's just interrupt quickly. I'm going to interrupt quickly because I want to get her question across clearly. And she's asking, how is it that a man can spend all his money? How is it that a man can spend his money on you, have physical intercourse with you, and then just ghost you? How is that possible? That is the question. Well, it's actually not that difficult to understand. There are a few things that would come to mind for me is that man was never interested in being with you in a long-term committed relationship. The interest of that man from jump was to have that kind of interaction with you for some time, as long as it's fun. He was willing to spend whatever kind of amount on you because that's what he chose to do, to either impress you or because maybe that's how you portrayed yourself of that, of that being your priority. So if that's the way he's going to get your attention, that's what he's going to do. The other thing that comes to mind, it kind of goes hand in hand with the first one, is your choice. Who did you choose to interact with? And what did you make clear to that person? Did you say you are interested in a relationship that is more than just having, or did you just lead with your looks, your physical appearance, and attitude? That would come to mind because sometimes we actually, at the end of the day, let's put it this way. A lot of women nowadays, they love all these manifestation talk, and all these rules that come to it. But one of the main rules when it comes to all these manifestation things is the law of attraction, that you attract who you are. And that is one thing that I find so funny, that when you hear women using that, it's only when the scenario suits them, right? When it has worked out. But when you are obviously making bad choices, you're not working on yourself, you've not dealt with who you are, and then you attract certain people, you let certain people into your life. I'm not claiming this is easy, but it's important to be aware of yourself. That's just going to be the deal, unfortunately.
a lot of the times we like red flags, right? But you don't know what to look for if you don't know what to look for. So a lot of the times we don't know that certain things are red flags. So
Now here's the part where the sugarcoating starts, where the dodging of being accountable is actually taking place, right? Because we want her to feel good. It is difficult to put a woman in a position where she needs to ask herself hard questions. So the first lady who was about to talk, she actually was going down the right way of asking, did you ignore the red flags, right? But being interrupted by someone who wants to just make another person feel good, well, what do you expect? We are going to have things like, a lot of the times you just don't know what you don't know. A lot of saying stuff, but not really saying anything, right? A lot of nothing, to be honest. What was that sentence now? How was that helpful in any way? The only thing that it did it took away the accountability. It took away the process of saying, wait, did I really ignore the wrong the red flags? Maybe I did, right? Because if we don't go back and learn from the choices and learn from the experience and learn from our own mistakes, how do you think it's going to be better? Never. So you could see the First Lady, her reaction, her facial reaction was like, really? Is this what you're now going to do? I was trying to ask real, meaningful questions and you're going to deflect. Do you want to do the sugarcoating? Okay, I'll give you a moment. Let's do the sugarcoating. That was her facial reaction because she was like, really? Is this like, can we please be honest to another fellow woman? Does that make sense? Let me bring the facial reaction. It's hilarious. It speaks volume. You can tell she's completely irritated. She's like, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to deflect?
So what are some examples of red flags?
If what a person does makes you question your worth or influences some type of doubt in you, if a person betrays you, if there is some wrongdoing, if what you believe that they're doing is morally unethical, that is more than likely a red flag. The reason why we don't see these things is because we don't know our standards, because we haven't taken the time to get to know ourselves. But the red flags were there. Based off of what you said, because I'm listening to everything that's been said, but based off of what you said, I guarantee you the red flags were there, and I guarantee you pretended like they didn't exist because you wanted to rationalize his behavior so he can stay there. I think what you did was sacrifice bits and pieces of yourself for the sake of that relationship, and now you've come to the mic because you want somebody over here to rationalize what it is, but the truth is the dude just didn't rock with you. And you need to accept that for what it is.
I personally love the way she handled the situation. She's like, okay, I'm going to add your point of view and respect it that you just deflected and just interrupted, but I'm going to take your question and still apply it to it. And I gave you a few points of what are red flags. And to be honest, this is the part where we need to dig deeper, because if a red flag is you being unsure about someone's moral standards, but you still stick around and you accept them, then the real thing is you need to question your own moral standards, right? If you know someone has bad behavior, is doing wrong, but you stick around, the thing is maybe because you're the same, because you like that, and that happens. I'm not talking about this woman. I just know from other examples that you would see girls choosing guys who are doing things that you know is bad, dangerous, morally completely, you cannot say that out in public. You know the lifestyle is not what you want to actually, bring home to your family. You know his past. You know all these things, but you still stick around. You feel comfortable. You like the flex, how they say? You like the flex, you like the lifestyle, you like the fast money. Maybe that's the thing. And if you feel comfortable in that, then you cannot be surprised if the outcome is, what the outcome is, because you signed up for that. And that is the truth. And I love that this woman is at least being honest. And I guess, if I'm not mistaken, that is what you see in different women. There are two types of people. There's one who's going to give you real advice, and most likely their outcome is it matches the advice that they give you. The outcome that they're living, the life that they're living, it matches, right? While someone else who's trying to sugarcoat you into a situation, I'm not sure she did that on purpose, but someone else who's just trying to sugarcoat you, watch their outcome. I'm just going to leave it at that. As always, I hope you guys had fun, and see you in the next one. Bye.
But the truth is the dude just didn't rock with you. And you need to accept that for what it is.